Let me welcome our first speaker this year, Werner Dietz. As a Chief People Officer, she is responsible for all people-related topics at Nokia, including HR, real estate, and health and safety. Stephanie has over 20 years of experience at Nokia and in the telecommunications industry. Stephanie, I'm really happy that you are here with us today, opening the conference and bringing the message to all women who are watching us in Poland and all over the world. Stephanie, over to you.
All right, thank you so much. And hello, everyone, and welcome to the Women of IT event. And a big thank you to all my lovely colleagues in Poland who organized this event. And it's a great honor and my pleasure to give the keynote speech today. So as said, my name is Werner Dietz, and I'm Nokia's Chief People Officer. The focus of our event today is a hot topic that resonates with me and with many other people in the workplace. It's also a hot topic in the eyes of the World Economic Forum and the world's top business, political, and academic leaders that meet at the beginning of each year in Davos to shape global, regional, and industry agendas. Their Global Gender Gap report last year clearly stated that the world will not be able to deliver on the promise of the fourth industrial revolution, also known as Industry 4.0, if we do not give female talents equal opportunities. This new revolution will be powered by 5G and provide a spark that ignites a wave of radical change, enabling more efficient, sustainable industries, a significant response to climate challenges, and more equal access to education, work, and healthcare. The fourth industrial revolution will also see the ongoing automation of traditional manufacturing and industrial practices using modern, smart technology. It will herald large-scale machine-to-machine communication, empower the Internet of Things, integrated for increased automation, enabling smart machines that can analyze and diagnose issues without the need for human intervention. So I know what you're all thinking. What has this got to do with women? Well, I would say everything, because it all requires innovation and delivering best ideas, brightest insights, and most impactful real-world use cases is only possible if and when we leverage the full potential of all talents. As a tech company, we at Nokia are at the center of the fourth industrial revolution. In fact, with the technology that we develop, we are enabling it. In 2020, we delivered a net sales for more than 21 billion euros, and we invested more than 4 billion euros in research and development. About 90,000 people around the world work for Nokia, and over 160 different nationalities are represented in our global team, making all this development and growth possible. Of course, each of these colleagues bring their own personality, culture, and social backgrounds, personal preferences and beliefs, and their very unique experience and skills. This diversity of thought is a brilliant strength that our company enjoys, which is why we try to foster inclusion and diversity in everything we do. A diverse workforce is proven to create a platform for greater innovation, superior organizational performance, superior service to our customers. Gender equality lies right at the heart of this diversity drive. Our ambition is to have a workplace where all employees enjoy equal opportunities to succeed in every function at every level without exception. The world needs every talent to solve the challenges we are facing. The pressure on our planet, or the pressures, are increasing. Productivity is stalling and access to opportunities remains stubbornly unequal. We need to gather together the best brains out there to help the world beat the fundamental challenges we face, from environmental degradation to climate change, water scarcity, and the digital divide. The good news is that technology is central to the solution, and we already have technological innovation at hand that can help solve these challenges. We speak of our business having the power to bring together the world's people, machines, devices, sensing and acting in real time at massive scale, creating meaningful interactions to drive human progress. But to what end? With what impact? Who says what progress should look like and how it should be measured? So this is a great opportunity for women to step up into these roles. And we are vital in both in engineering the technologies that can make these great things happen, or in shaping the use cases that decide what are those things and how should they be. We are the creators and we are the customers. We are the makers and we are the shapers. So women need to be increasingly defining this agenda, whether it's delivering solutions that use or reuse the world's resources more efficiently, or innovation that restores productivity growth by bringing digital to very physical industries, or providing more inclusive access globally to work, to healthcare, and to education. Considering a career in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, is one of the most high impact ways for you to be part of this mission and to help creating technology that helps the world act together. But let me give you a few examples that demonstrates a bit what this means in practice. And my first example is about overcoming the digital divide, which is one key way to drive human progress. And to make this a reality, Nokia is working very closely with UNICEF to bring digital learning to Kenya's schools. Education is a key area where we can make a big difference to the lives of underprivileged people. And together with UNICEF Kenya, local mobile network operators and various government entities, we are piloting a school connectivity initiative for 10 schools in rural and also disadvantaged urban areas. So the girls and boys in these schools now enjoy all the benefits of connectivity, plus the chance to learn, to develop the digital skills that we know are so important today. Gaining equal access to the same technologies already available actually in most parts of the world. And the next generation of entrepreneurs and developers, teachers and politicians is being fostered using affordable, sustainable, and also scalable fixed wireless solution that cost effectively leverage the existing infrastructure. This is just one example in how we can empower and how we help change the fortunes of the unconnected or underprivileged with our technology directly, bringing this or bridging this digital divide. And we're embarking on projects like this all around the world. And my second example is around climate change. Nokia believes digitalization and climate actions are inseparable. Our innovative people in our R&D have developed zero emission products, which we delivered last year to over 150 customers worldwide, accelerating digitalization, but also reducing emissions. We have also modernized many customer base station sites, which now use, on average, 50% less energy. Another one, during the pandemic, the power of technology connectivity became very clear. It helped people to stay in contact and to work together, even in times of the lockdown. So a career in STEM is not just about bits and bytes. It's much, much more than that. It's about creating technology that can drive the most urgent progress for humans on our entire planet. I've just talked about some ways that a career in STEM can help you to bring good to the world, while also having intellectually and financially a rewarding career as itself. And I would like to give you one example from our colleagues at Nokia here. Ragashri MC as an example. She's really a shining example of woman thriving in STEM. Raga grew up in a small town in India. There was very limited access to telephones, let alone any computing device. At the age of 14, she got her hands on a Nokia 1100 phone. It sparked the curiosity in her, which she later decided to pursue as a career. So she studied computer science and engineering with very special interest in information security, keen to make the world a better and more secure place for all of us. So today she's 24 years old and has already filed one intellectual property rights application with the US Patent Office on solving complex security problems in the cloud. And she has also authored numerous white papers that have been published and presented at multiple international forums. And currently, she is working on proactive and holistic security solutions that could be a game changer in the industry. Many of us strongly believe women have a greater potential than they may think to make an impact in this field of science and technology. And I think Raga is a living proof of it. The World Economic Forum stated that we will not be able to deliver on the promise of the fourth industrial revolution for all of society, grow our economies for greater shared prosperity, or achieve the UN Sustainable Development Goals without the equal inclusion of half of the world's talents. And the very same forum stated last year's Global Gender Gap report that at the current rate of progress, it will take nearly 100 years to achieve parity between the genders across education, health, politics, and all forms of economic participation. And according to this year's Global Gender Report, which was published a little over 1 year after COVID-19 was officially declared a pandemic, the related economic downturn has impacted women more severely than men, partially reopening gaps that had been closed earlier or before. And this is all very sobering news, meaning that you are needed more than ever before. So the pressure to include female talent in teams is increasing, but there's still so much that we have to do. At Nokia, we also still have a long way to go. Today, only 22.3% of all our employees are women. We're trying very hard to increase this percentage, but it's difficult because also not enough women consider a career in STEM. And when they do so, they very often don't apply for key roles or they hesitate to climb up the career ladder. In our board of directors, 44% of all members are women. That's comparatively pretty good. And in our group leadership team, we have 3 out of 11 members are women, and I'm actually one of them. So what made me become one of Nokia's top leaders? And if I think about it, I think it's because I've always been very open-minded. I'm eager to learn new things, and I took chances when they appeared. I first joined Nokia in '96 in China as part of my diploma studies, and before joining the HR organization in Germany as a consultant, then I became actually in 1998 a permanent employee. Since then, I had various HR positions globally, and I learned what it means to lead HR on a country level, on a region level, or on the business group level. And I managed also different functions or HR disciplines before I came there, the head of HR. And after heading Nokia's HR function for a year, my scope got extended. Now, as the Chief People Officer, I'm now responsible for all people-related topics at Nokia, including HR itself, real estate, and health and safety. My remit is to provide supportive working environment for all employees and enable them to thrive. But through my whole career, I've enjoyed opportunities to experience day-to-day life in other countries. I lived in several countries, European countries, and in the Philippines or in the US. And actually, 1.5 years ago, I also moved to Finland, where Nokia is headquartered. And every move I made or every position or role I had required me to step out my comfort zone and learn new things. And I can truly say after 20 years in Nokia and in the HR function, I really, truly love what I'm doing. And I'm grateful that I picked this path. And I think this is one element. This kind of passion is very important when you want to build a career. You need to be passionate about what you do. You need to love what you do, because when you love what you do, I can tell you, you will be good at it. So as an expert in HR, I basically could have worked for any company, but consciously, I decided I wanted to work for a tech company because I do love innovation and I'm a strong believer in technological progress. So if you consider a career in STEM, be open-minded, be passionate what you do, and very open to constantly learn new skills all the time, because technology never stands still. So it will mean learning, innovating, contributing, shaping the future. And you can do that through many different roles, direct engineering, more corporate, like me as well. And at Nokia, we're determined to play our part in creating a company that's attractive to all talents. And in 2019, we achieved pay equality by closing the unexplained pay gap. This means equal pay for equal work. And closing this gap was a significant financial commitment for the company, but it was absolutely the right thing to do. But there's a lot more that needs to be done and that needs to change to make STEM more attractive for women. I took over the role as the Chief People Officer to make a difference in this area and to hardwire gender equality into concepts of the future of work. We have been making lots of progress, but we are not yet there fully. So becoming more attractive to female talents and keeping women in the company requires really deep systematic changes in our processes, landscape, and tools. It requires a mindset shift and a new, more inclusive behavior. It all starts with recruitment, and we have analyzed different stages in the hiring process to see what we could do better and how to support actually diverse hiring. And as a result, we have changed several things to help hiring managers to be more equal and diverse in their choices. That includes initiatives helping hiring managers to attract and find more diverse candidates, actively challenge and mitigating their own biases, better drafting of job ads, conducting interviews and highlight facts about Nokia, so it really resonates with diverse talents, and onboarding their new hires in such a way that really everybody feels completely included and valued right from the start in Nokia. Words matter, and so specifically, we have changed the wording of our job advertisements. They are now gender neutral and much more inclusive. They list only the minimum requirements in order to attract more diverse candidates to apply. That's because we do know that women and men are a little bit different. When a woman meets only 75% of all requirements, she usually thinks she needs another 2 years of development before she would consider to apply for such a role. A man, however, will usually think he's almost overqualified when he meets 75% of the role and of what's required. So we have different approaches, and we are leveraging these kind of insights to change how we advertise vacant positions. Another positive change we're making is in continuing to support hybrid work. Our technology enabled people to work remotely during and even prior to the pandemic. Our people have shown incredible creativity and resilience to support our customers while working remotely. And as a result of that, we experience here, we announced now to all our people greater choice and flexibility over their work. And we are accelerating our transition to become a fully hybrid global workplace. So going forward, some people will choose to work mainly from home. Others will choose to work mainly in the office, redesigned to offer more collaborative spaces. or something in the middle they will go for. But this will provide the flexibility we all need to balance our professional and our private life, encouraging and enabling also more women to pursue serious careers. Also, our business groups in the regions are very active in driving gender balance. All our business groups have launched programs for talented women of all ages at all levels, including practical trainings, participating in very critical business initiatives, as well as coaching and mentoring. And the aims of these programs are everywhere the same. It's to maximize talent's potential, change perceptions, address biases towards women professionals in the company. A great regional example is the Middle East and Africa, where Nokia Women and United Nations Women have combined efforts in 4 collaboration projects to strengthen gender parity in the private technology sector and in decision-making positions. These projects were designed last year with the vision of a long-term partnership with UN Women, leveraging the program also in other markets. So I'm really pleased to share that all our efforts to provide a more inclusive working environment have been recognized with great awards. But I'm not kidding myself. While there's a lot we can be proud of and proud here, we do know that we still have to do much, much more. We know that change starts with each one of us. We can all challenge stereotypes, fight biases, broaden perceptions, and improve situations. And together we can make a world of equal opportunities for all a reality. And I do hope you join us one day and you do make a career in STEM. So I'm telling you, don't limit yourself. The world needs you. So thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie, for this amazing and inspiring speech.